Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Bonny and welcome to Bonny Beauty Hub. Welcome. Alright, so I have the product in my hand. Let me show you the packaging. It is a very metallic pink packaging. The outer packaging is really different. It's cute, it's pretty. Anything with a bit of metallic in it just takes it one bit top the notch. And this is how the packaging is. It is a very sleek black packaging and you can see the color. That is something that I like. You can see the color over here. Oh no, I don't think that's a color because that is a sticker. Okay, I thought that's the color. No, that is a sticker, but I am using it in the shade Tawny. So this is for medium tan skin tones with a neutral undertone. So this has, I don't know if you can see it, but this has a slight dent on both the sides. If you can see, so it is like you can easily hold it over here. So it's just like, it's telling that hold me over here, and that is why it has that dent. So yeah, very little details, but it really looks good. So on the other side, it says long wearing, self-setting full coverage. And this is Lawless, Conceal the Deal, long wear full coverage foundation. So it does say that you need to shake the bottle before use. Right, that's what I expected. So with this sound, it seems that it has these pigments in it that activates only when you shake it. Now that it is shook, shaken or shook, let me know. So alright, so this has a nozzle over here and this is a plastic bottle, so it is really good for traveling. It is really liquidy, so I'm still gonna try how liquidy it is. Wow, this is really liquidy. Okay, so this looks a little bit light. I did read on the website that it is always good to go one tone lighter because it is a matte foundation, and as and when it sets on your face, it goes one tone darker than when you're applying it. So normally none of the brands mention that this foundation oxidizes. I haven't seen any of the brands mention it on their website, but this brand has mentioned specifically that this oxidizes. So it goes one tone darker, that means it does oxidize. So normally it happens with super duper full coverage foundations. So let's try this out. So it's really liquidy. I'm going to try just one side of my face. I'm going to use my brush for both the sides because they've been very open with it that if you want a sheer coverage, use a sponge, a beauty sponge, and if you want full coverage, use a brush. So today we are going full coverage. So as I normally do, I have my Tatcha primer. I haven't used my color corrector today because this is full coverage and I want to see how full coverage it is. So I'm going to take the product and dot it on one side of my face. It looks really light right now, but let's see when we complete the full makeup whether it's oxidized or not. So I haven't taken the full amount of foundation. I still have a little bit on my finger, which I'm going to just wipe it off. So I'm taking a clean kabuki brush. This is the Zoeva 104 buffer brush and I'm gonna buff it in. For some reason, I had a really different expectation from this. I don't know, somewhere I'm slightly disappointed because when it is mentioned full coverage, full coverage, full coverage, I thought it's gonna be super duper full coverage, but this is a very forgiving full coverage. I think this is a buildable full coverage. The first layer, I would just call it light to medium. I'm gonna layer the same thing. You can totally see the difference because this tone is a little bit lighter. It's lighter because, as I told you, it'll get darker in some time. We're going to check that as well. But it does give coverage, but it doesn't give a lot of coverage. I can still see my moles over here. I can see my mole over here, a little bit of my acne scar and my sunspots. I'm going to use the remaining of the product, dot it on the same side and build it up, and we'll see if it is full coverage now. Okay, so I've done 2 layers right now and I still don't think this is completely full coverage. They do say it is a natural matte finish. I totally agree to it. For a matte foundation, this looks very natural on my skin, and as I was trying to blend it into my skin, it was drying out really quick. So this has a very less play around time, so you'll have to work into the foundation as soon as possible. So it's definitely a matte foundation, but it's still giving me a very natural look. I'm very happy about that, but it's not as full coverage as I expected to be. That is a tongue twister. As I expected it to be. So yeah, because I have seen full coverage foundations and they are so much more full coverage than this. I've already done 2 layers. I don't want to do more layers because then I would not be able to see if it is setting on the fine lines, because the more you layer up, the more it would start settling in. So I think 2 layers is really good. In 2 layers, I would definitely say it is not a full coverage. I would say it is a medium coverage foundation. All right, so let's just finish off the other side and then decide. Alright, so one thing I noticed, I did read that they mentioned that do very light layers, so do a very light layer and then let it dry. After it dries, put on the next layer. That is what I did on this side, and it looks so natural and beautiful. Yeah, I think it's better this way. Go for very light layers, try to layer it more. So now that I see this side, I know that if I layer even more, this would become equal to this, but I'm not sure if it would look as natural as it is right now, because this looks really good full coverage, but this is just one layer. It's just that I use more product over here. So let me just, now that it is dried, I'm putting very less and I'm going to try how it looks. Okay, I'm not very sure. I don't have dry skin. I have combination oily skin, but I still see it catching on to few dry patches on my skin, and I've never seen these dry patches before. Right now when I'm using this foundation, I can see that it has, my skin has a slight small dry patch over here, and this hasn't happened any time before. So this is really getting dry on my skin. So I don't know, for some reason I think that it's already settling slightly on my fine lines as well. I can definitely see the foundation settling into my pores over here. Let me zoom you in a little bit. Okay, I'm not sure if you can see my pores. So over here, I can already see it settling on my pores. These are my fine lines. It hasn't settled on my fine lines yet, but as I'm talking, I can feel it. I can feel that it's going to settle in my fine lines. It's not sticky or anything. I can feel it. It's not completely dry. I can feel like a moisturizer on my skin. I can already see it slightly patchy under my nose as well. I don't know. So let me just zoom you out. Okay, so my first impression, my very first impression is I'm not very impressed with it. But still, I'm going to give it a try. Let me do my full face of makeup and I'll be right back. I am back with my full face of makeup. The time is 8:39, you can see. So I am going to wear this for at least 8 hours today. As of now, let me tell you what I think about the foundation. It is a really matte foundation. I would not call this a natural matte. If you want to see a natural matte foundation, I just did a review 2 days back. That is the Estee Lauder. It's the double wear but the sheer long wear foundation. That is natural matte. This, I don't think this is natural matte because I can see it on my skin and it has a little bit of patchiness. I don't know, I'm still trying to think about it. I'm still trying it to let it set on my skin for some more time and then judge whether it's good or not. As of now, this is a very clean brand. Lawless, if you haven't heard about the brand, it is a really clean brand in Sephora. Alright, so let me give you a little more details about this product. This retails for $39, which is not bad. You get 1 ounce product in it. This is a liquid formulation. It is really liquidy. It is full coverage. I agree, it's full coverage. Long wearing, we're going to test it out. hydrating. I don't know because I don't have dry skin, but it was still sticking on to a few dry patches on my skin. So I'm not sure about hydrating. It is vegan and clean at Sephora. That is amazing. That is one of the reasons why I love this brand, Lawless. I've tried their lip gloss, which is chef's kiss. So their lip gloss is amazing. I've heard a lot about their powder products, but it's always sold out on Sephora. So when I get a chance, I'll try to get a hands on their powder products as well. Now about this product itself, it is a long wearing, lightweight fluid foundation that delivers modern full coverage with a self-setting, natural matte finish, vegan and silicone free. So it is self-setting. That is why I haven't used any powder. I've just used a little bit of powder to set my under eyes. I haven't used any powder on the rest of my face. I did use powder, bronzer and blush. I haven't used a highlighter because I just want to see how matte this is. So I haven't used a setting spray or nothing like that. I don't know what do they mean by modern full coverage. It is full coverage, but I don't know what modern full coverage is, so I'm not going to talk about that. It is not a natural finish. It is good for normal, dry combination and oily skin. Dry skin, I don't know. I have combination oily skin and it is still settling on some of my dry patches, so I'm not sure about dry skin here. It has really good ingredients. The highlighted ingredients are nasturtium flower extract, which it limits free radical damage caused by blue light. We are on our phone and the gadgets all the time, so it would protect us from blue light. Goji berry, this is one ingredient which I've seen in a lot of moisturizer and I really love it. This is rich in vitamins, minerals and antioxidants and widely used to reduce visible signs of aging. I love that. Bisabolo and ginger extracts, soothing anti-irritants suitable for dry sensitive skin. So yeah, it is good for all skin types, sensitive skins too. It is clean at Sephora. The price is also at the good range. I just want this to work on my skin. I have oily combination skin. I'm in my late 30s. I am gonna wear this for 8 hours. Sometimes it just takes some time for the product, for you to like a product, because when you use the product immediately, it is still taking time to work with your skin and settle into your skin. So maybe a first impression is always not the best impression. So I'm going to give it some time. I'm going to leave it to settle, get mixed with the natural oils that come from my skin. So, and then normally when it mixes with the natural oils from your skin, then it settles and then it gives such a beautiful look. It happens with a lot of foundation, so I'm expecting the same from this one as well. So yeah, it's somewhere around 8:30. I'm gonna wear it for at least 8 hours today, and as usual, I'll come back in my 8-hour time and we'll do a full rundown about this product. Until then, see you soon. Hi there, welcome back. So I'm here for my final check-in and let me show you the time. It is 5:05, so it is 8.5 hours. So I worn this for 8.5 hours and I'm not gonna run in circles. I'm going to directly dive into the conclusion and tell you how I feel about it. Before that, let me show you the foundation, how it looks on my face close up. Okay, so if you see this area, and not just this area, look at the forehead as well. When I look in the viewfinder, I don't actually see what I see in the mirror. So I hope the camera is actually catching what I'm trying to show you. But yeah, it's not good. It's not good. Okay, let me just zoom you out and then talk more about this. All right, when they say it is for all skin types, I would totally disagree because I have oily combination skin and it is still showing so much dryness on my skin. I am totally hydrated. I've been drinking a lot of water. I've been drinking a lot of water yesterday as well. So it's not because of dehydration. And even if it's because of dehydration, it would just bring more oil on my skin, but it would not be this patchy. And when they say that, just try to use one shade lighter because it oxidizes on your skin. I use the shade Tawny, which is for medium to tan skin tones with a neutral undertone. And it hasn't oxidized. I don't think that it is oxidized in any way, and it is still so light for my skin tone. I normally use medium skin tone with a neutral undertone or a warm golden undertone, but this is medium to tan, but still it is so light for my skin. So the foundation shades are way off from what the definition is online. I don't know, it did not oxidize because you can still see the difference between my face and my neck. The tone of the foundation, even when it was in the bottle, it looked very light, but the description says it is for medium to tan skin tones, but I would say it is completely way off. It is not for medium to tan skin tones. If you want something matching to your skin tone, I think you have to go at least 3 or 4 shades darker than what your actually skin type is, or what you actually try to find in the market looking at the online descriptions. So yeah, I am totally disappointed with this product. I was slightly happy because it is a clean brand. It is $39. You can find it at Sephora. Lawless, it's an amazing brand. They have really good products. If you want to try any of their powder products or their lip products, they are amazing. They're really good, high quality. But for some reason, I did not like their foundation. On my chin, it's completely worn off. I've just shown you the close-up, so I'm not going to talk more about it. I did not like it, so I don't want to go into much details. You can just see it for yourself. It is not my cup of tea. We can think that it might suit oily skin types, super duper oily skin people, but mine is oily combination and I still have this patchiness, so I can't even say that this might suit oily skin type. I'm not sure what type of skin this would actually work on, and yeah, if you want, you can give it a try and see if it works on your skin type. But as for my skin type and my recommendation, it is a complete no. I would not use this. So that is it from my side. If you like this review, please make sure to hit the like button and also subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Thank you for watching till the end, and I'll see you all in my next video. Bye.